Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Views from the 906 podcast. My name is Dylan Hemmel. I'm joined by Mike J. Williams, Parker Miller, and Justin Riley. The first thing we're going to do is talk about Veterans Day before we get this thing started. Shout out to all the vets out there. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Without people, the men and women of this country holding it down, there's just a lot of shit we wouldn't be able to do. So shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, how about you? How about you, Hemela? Thank you, Hemela.
Yeah, thanks.
I appreciate it, but just
much love.
in my experience, it's just not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like sitting in an air-conditioned office in Japan, like pumping out weather briefs. I get it. No. I get it. I get it, and I appreciate it, and I accept it. But when I think about Veterans Day, bro, I think about like just the crazy wars we've had, like the Vietnam War, where there's like they're having a draft, and these 18-year-old dudes are just getting handed rifles and put in Vietnam. And a lot of them don't come back, and the ones that do are fucked up, bro. So if you see like, especially like a Vietnam or World War II vet that are still around, like you just got to show your appreciation to that, man. Like those people have seen some shit that we could never imagine. So
yeah, can you fucking imagine? Like
it's just terrible, man. And
dude, a bunch of my great uncles were like in Korea and shit. Like I watch MASH and I'm like, okay, Korea wasn't that bad. And then I watch Gran Torino. I'm like, all right, Korea sounds pretty fucking bad.
Just the horrible shit that these people have to go through. And it's, I don't know, it just needs to be appreciated. And obviously we do it on Veterans Day, but just make sure to do it all the time. Like there's a lot of jobs you can get in the military, like mine, for example, where you're never in harm's way. You don't really have to do a whole lot as far as combat or war goes. But there are a lot of people out there who go through that stuff, man. And it's a really serious thing. So I appreciate all you guys. And that's that. So the very next topic we go into, KSI, Logan Paul. What'd you guys think about that over the weekend?
What a fucking waste of time, honestly.
I knew you were going to say that, bro. You're a hater.
You goddamn right I'm a hater.
Logan literally would he's got like 7-foot arms, and he would get within a 2-foot distance, and he would just swing past his head. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He would throw a jab in, and then he would I think he swung his right hand like 3 times.
Yeah,
missed
and
every
he
time.
had mentioned that afterwards too. Like he just didn't know. He said he felt at about 60%, and you could see it. He wasn't like
he woke up sick.
Yeah, you just, and the fighters talk about that too. Like Tyron Woodley talked about it in his last fight. There's just some days you're just not firing on all cylinders. And Logan kept talking about, obviously he's not a professional fighter, whatever, but
how bad was KSI's technique? He was just haymaker after haymaker.
But that's what made the fight interesting, honestly.
Oh,
I mean,
for sure.
He looked like shit, but man, like, what do you expect? It's both their professional debuts in the Staples Center, live in front of millions. It's the most bought thing on DAZN in the history of DAZN.
Which isn't saying much.
It's not saying much, but they would have done big numbers on any platform. You know what I'm saying? These are like millions of viewers tuning in across the globe, man. It's impressive.
I mean, it's kind of saying a lot of Canelo fights. Like Canelo's probably,
exactly.
I mean, the biggest boxer right now. Like,
as far as numbers go, it's impressive. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The actual product itself, though, was.
Well, I mean, what can you expect? You got a couple YouTubers going head to head. They trained for a little bit, but 1 year of training isn't shit in the fight game. And Logan Paul actually looked pretty good.
No, he looked okay. It was KSI. I didn't understand what was going on.
he looked like
a
Jeff
little
Clapson
wild
out there.
He was a little wild, but he got the job done. Whether it was by technicality or not, he fought well.
This is a really douchey thing to say, and I hate saying it, but I've been training for about 12, 13 months now, and I don't look like KSI. Like I don't know if he just like was emotional or what was going on, but he just he didn't set anything up. His footwork was ass. I don't know.
I think that's part of it. I think the nerves have to come in. You're in Staples Center, man. Like they fought once before, and he's fought another time before that. Just amateur stuff, YouTube stuff. But your
think
first
it's emotions?
pro fight, I don't. And he said it too. He said like sometimes it just goes out the window.
Because he can't be that bad, right?
I don't think he is. I really don't think so. But again, that's how the last fight went too. Logan looked a lot more crisp. KSI was all crazy. But at the end of the day, man, hey, he got the job done. He said it's a wrap from here. Like they're not running it back.
Well, it's because he knows better. He knows that if they fight again, the chances are he's not gonna escape with another win.
That's part of it, I think. But also, like, why? Why run it back?
Yeah,
it should have been in the draw anyway.
Yeah,
I thought another one was coming.
That ref was fucking terrible, man.
Yeah. Well, did you listen to his explanation on why he had done what he did?
I don't want to hear that shit, man. That he was so like dismissive of those guys and condescending.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why they let him ref that fight.
Do you remember the McGregor fight? It's a boxing thing, bro. It's not
That
just
guy was
him.
bad. That guy was bad too.
It's a boxing thing. If you're not a boxer and you're coming in and they have to ref your fight, you just get treated differently, man. And I get
That's
it. It's a fraternity, whatever. But
well,
when
don't
they
have
were
a ref
going
that feels like that.
when they were going over the rules with McGregor, he was looking McGregor right in the eyes. He's like, "No funny business," blah blah blah, going over all the shit, just staring him in the face, like, "Hey, man,
Like
relax
he's a
a
piece
little
of
bit."
shit or something.
Yeah, I
You
don't
act
know.
like they haven't done combat sports on a professional level before. Well, granted, these two haven't, but the McGregor thing that's strange.
It's just weird the way they treat people who aren't a part of the boxing fraternity, I guess. But I don't know, man. It was entertaining. I was entertained.
Oh, for sure.
The fights beforehand were pretty good too. It's just a good thing, man. And maybe boxing gets a few more viewers because of that. Maybe some of these people keep their subscriptions on DAZN, and you never know what happens. with that.
The Billy Joe Sanders fight was pretty cool because he was also sick, but he came back and got that knockout. He needed it because he was down on the scorecards, I think. Did you watch that one?
Was that the co-main?
Second to last.
Yeah.
Devin Haney was the co-main.
Yeah. You're right. I don't think I saw the Saunders one, but I did watch the Haney. Just some good fights. I was watching like off and on, just doing some stuff, but
Yeah.
I was impressed, man.
Haney looked okay.
What's crazy is the crowd there. They weren't there for that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people probably didn't even
no.
show up until the Logan KSI fight, which is cool, obviously. But I don't know. They did it to try and get crossover fans, and hopefully they did that.
You know
Who
what
were
kind
the
of
two
crossover? You know what kind of crossover they're gonna get? Is the people that subscribe to DAZN and they're not gonna remember to go take their card off there.
Exactly.
Who are the two
I've been
dudes that
calling it
fought
dazzing.
before?
Huh?
Who are the two dudes that fought before KSI and Logan Paul?
That was Devin Haney and I forget the other guy's name.
Haney's like an up and coming star.
Good
type,
prospect, yeah. He made $1 million for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
No. It was
shot.
after there was a fight in between that fight.
Oh, that
Oh,
was a filler.
yeah.
That was just a filler fight.
That was
they had
that was the swing bout.
had.
Like what the
That shit
fuck
was
happened?
terrible, bro. You
No,
can't.
that guy got himself disqualified because he knew he was gonna lose. That guy?
Yeah, he was shook to the
Yeah.
core.
The guy he was fighting is actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's like what all the commentators and shit were saying. But
So what do
He
they
tried
do?
to-
Do they have that fight beforehand? I'm pretty sure they record that beforehand and play it. I don't think
No,
that
it was
fight's
live.
going on in between.
No, it was live. It was a swing
Yeah,
bout.
it was
Really?
live.
Okay. Wow.
Bellator does that sometimes too.
Because I know for sure in the UFC they'll do that. Like they'll replay like the first fight of the night in between. Like if there was a bunch of quick knockouts, they'll replay that very first fight of the card or just an interesting fight from the prelims, and they'll play it before the main event.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So I
yeah.
thought that's what that was. But what a shit show.
Yeah, like the dude's laying on the ground, like he's looking up at the ref. His eyes just screamed help.
Yeah, that guy should never get another chance to fight in that big of a stage again.
No, never again.
That was terrible.
But yeah, I don't know. I was entertained, man. Logan had some good shots. Like hit a couple of those uppercuts. Just
He looks
wobble
okay.
KSI. It was a good time for me. I enjoyed it a lot.
That 2-point deduction was fucked. That was retarded. I can't believe he did that, man.
Yeah, but
It ruined
I
it
watched
ruined
the
the
interview
fight.
afterwards with the ref, and he had said, he got the knock. He scored it a knockdown, but then took away the 2 points just to even out the playing field because of the illegal shot.
But it wasn't even though, because he got the knockdown like clean.
Yeah, I know, but he did. He
One-
obviously
maybe
didn't, he
one
obviously
point.
didn't like the shot on the way down, which I don't think he hit him that hard anyway.
He didn't. He was already
Um,
yeah.
But that's what he had said. He just wanted at that point he wanted to even the playing field, score the knockdown, take. I don't think 2 points was very fair, and that's what
No.
ended up being the difference.
Yeah,
and
he would
KSI
have. If
winning,
that
so.
didn't happen, he would have won or gotten a draw.
Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, man. But I was entertained. Hopefully, I mean, I'm
Me
sure they
too.
have a lot of like crazier shit lined up now. Like people realize what kind of money is coming into this, and you just never know what kind of matchups you get. So I'm here for it. It is what it is.
Did you hear what Eddie Hearn said?
About
He had like 6 or 7 of the biggest celebrities in their own space get a hold of him
oh yeah, I'm
about
sure.
doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. Sell it for whatever. I don't even know what they sold it for. It was like $10-15.
I was like, it was $20. I was kind of against all this at first, but now that like I think it's cool like that these people can go settle their differences in the
Oh yeah,
know, in the-
absolutely. And
in
you
the
just
ring.
can't take it too serious, man. People take this shit way too seriously, and like just life and like who cares, bro? These guys have beef. They want to settle it. Let them box it out. and they just so
Right.
happen to be two of the biggest stars in the entire world. Let them do it,
Yep.
man. Who cares?
That whole concept is reminding me a lot of like that fucking celebrity fight
Celebrity
night
death
shit.
match.
Not celebrity
Celebrity
death match. That shit
deathmatch.
was cool.
Yeah, that
That
too.
stuff was cool. But like when who was it? Like Gary Coleman boxed Todd, whatever the fuck his name is, the other dude from Different Strokes, or
What you talking about, bitch?
yeah, exactly. Like the really tall guy and Gary Coleman, like they played brothers on the show, and they had a boxing match, and it was like
Are you
Tanya
serious?
Harding and Nancy Kerrigan. Like it was a whole celebrity boxing night thing.
They still do that, like the celebrity boxing stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean that's super not like high level or anything.
it depends on what exactly. You have to do it the right way. If you're gonna do it, it has to be done the right way.
Yes.
I don't know.
I mean, Screech from Saved by the Bell was in it. I don't even know who he boxed, but
He was
he
in
thought he
Fire
was a
too.
pro fighter after all that shit.
See, to me, those aren't celebrities boxing. Those are, D-list people trying to make a name for themselves again.
Screech was gonna fill in and fight the bagel guy.
The Bako guy.
The bagel guy, the angry bagel guy, little guy.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about right now.
You don't know who the
So
bagel
lost.
guy
The little
is?
bagel guy.
Nah,
the
man. I mean, maybe if I
Oh
saw a
my-
picture, so I don't know what
Rough
the
and
fuck
rowdy.
you guys are
the
talking about.
thing.
The guy that freaked out in the bagel shop and was like yelling at the girls, and then he got freaking slammed by this big guy.
Because he's
No
like
idea, bro.
5'3".
You're not my boss. You're not my father, and you're not God or whatever he said.
No idea.
It was a
Okay,
wild
I'm
ass
sure-
time
but
in Dunkin' Donuts.
But I'm sure
He
it
was
was a
mad
great
because
time.
girls don't like short guys.
He
And
was
he's like
freaking out
4
because
foot
girls.
12.
Yep,
Sounds like a stand-up, dude.
he's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can relate, Dylan.
Dude, that guy went on a freaking what should we call it? He did a car wash, like the press tour after that happened. He was on every show. He was on like Luke Thomas. He was on like
Did he?
all the XM shows.
Did he ever end up actually boxing? Because I tried finding videos and I could never find him.
I doubt it actually. Do you know how many of those things don't even go through?
Yeah, all of them.
All right, so we're talking about this guy that I have no idea who he is, and he didn't even get to fight. All right, well,
Big Soldier and
Okay.
Chris Brown need to fight.
see, that's what I'm talking about. Things like that, and maybe I don't know. Actually, I just want to see. I would love to see celebrities do it, but again, in the right way. And I don't want to see
You know-
some washed up person try and make a name off it. I want to see the top celebrities who have some shit go at it. I don't want to see
Like
some
Wesley
lanes, like-
Snipes. Do some Wesley Snipes and I don't know who else.
Great
Mixed
matchup,
martial
Park. Way to
arts.
Like Wesley Snipes and Jean-Claude
I-
Van
like
Damme.
Wesley
No, I
Snipes
was
and,
gonna say Chuck Norris, but he's like 85, so
Steven
Wesley
Seagal.
Snipes is like 60.
yeah, but still he's 20 years younger. That ain't fair.
How old is Jean-Claude Van Damme? I bet you
Probably
he could probably
60.
still.
60.
Him and Wesley Snipes would be a good old man fight.
good old man fight. I want to see Parker Miller versus the random fan from Calumet. We got it once.
Yeah, we'll have a rematch.
We need the
Yeah,
sequel.
we already saw it. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. How did that go? Like, did you
TKO.
hurt this guy?
First round. It was
Huh?
TKO in the
Did you-
first
how
round.
did like? Because I was going through the doors out of the rink, right? And I hear commotion behind me, and I turn around. But by the time I come back, everything's basically like separated. Like, what goes down in the moments where you hear him?
Dude, I just in the moments where if I was him,
No, I'm just saying, like,
Or
once
what
you heard him,
happened?
once he
Oh.
was chirping and you came out, like, what happened? Were you like on top of this guy, like hitting him, or what? Like, what happened?
yeah, I mean he was kind of falling for about 10 seconds, and I just kept hitting him in the face. But
With your
I
buffer?
told, yeah, with my buffer. I told Santi I was like, if he says one word to me, I was like, I'm gonna knock him the fuck out, and he's like, okay. And it was a crowd, and this motherfucker was standing right there when I was walking off the ice. And he said, "Hey Miller, nice game, faggot." And I turned around and I was like, "What's that?" And I took my helmet off and my glove and I left my buffer on and I started beating the shit out of him. And I somehow hit Marty Moline in the face too.
Well,
Blast him.
you got him good.
Was he fucked up?
Yeah, he
A
had
little
a
bit.
huge ass bruise and welt on the side of his head the next day. I didn't even know I hit him at school. He's like,
No, I'm talking about
"Man,
the
I
kid,
know I
not
make fun
Marty.
of you." He's like, "You know, to
Oh,
hit me."
The kid got cut open under his eye.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. See, I didn't even get to see all these little intricacies of this bout.
They were
Were
My
you already
girlfriend
down
went to
this-
school with that kid.
Hemela, were you already down the stairs?
No, I was literally pushing open the doors, like the doors were open, and I'm literally coming through them, and I hear the commotion, and I turn around and get back to it. So I'm like maybe 7 to 10 steps away, but by the time I get there, it's all separated because there's 50 people trying to get out of the arena at the same time, so they're gonna separate it right away.
Right.
Like, that's a logistical problem right there. How are you going to have players walking right through the crowd, like the exiting
Exactly.
crowd?
Yeah.
Lance
Well, same
did.
thing in Lance, yeah. Wait, who fought?
Yeah,
Who
but
fought in Lance? Parker, did you fight in Lance too? Who fought?
No.
Somebody fought where 2 people exited the rink and then they ended up fighting again on their
It
way
was
to
a
the
fucking
locker room.
girl.
Yeah.
It was like one of the Maleko girls or something.
No, that was Griffin did that, I think, didn't he? He
It was like Griffin and Dylan Tollefson and some kid from like Kingsford or some shit.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because the kid was coming off the ice and he just maybe it was
The kid
fans
who
then,
broke
yeah.
Bryant's jaw.
And they fought. They fought him as he was leaving the ice.
Yeah, that's what it was, I think.
What the hell is going on with Lance hockey? Wow.
Bunch of
Madison
ruffians.
Square Garden.
Wow.
That's
Talk
what
about
that's
a
what
bout.
made it. That's what made it hard to play there, man.
That's what made.
You
We
had to
got
worry
a
about
great
your, you had to worry about your
atmosphere.
safety.
And a bunch of crazy fans are gonna fuck you up on the way out. Wow. Going into some NFL talk. I had the Lions beating the Bears.
Let me
this past
start.
weekend, but
I was right. I was right.
you
I
were
was
right.
right.
You were
Told
right.
you guys. Never bet on the Lions to win a game.
It's so crazy. I mean, well, the big
You
factor
both
is
looked at me
Stafford.
like I was stupid when I said that.
Well, they didn't play with Stafford. If they have Stafford, I think
they
they win that game.
Nah, they
But
still lost.
I mean, the Bears are fucking terrible, man.
We made
when-
them look okay, didn't we?
When Mitch Trubisky is driving down the field on you, that's when you know you have a fucking problem. Mitch is just driving.
Yeah.
He hasn't driven down the field against anybody else this year.
Yep.
And they come out with the dub. I mean, you know, I don't think they're going to turn their season around by any means. And the Lions just suck. I don't know. I had some pride, or not some pride, some hope in them, I guess, just to make it competitive. But they
It
just
was
You were
competitive.
wrong.
well, the game I'm talking about season like records and stuff. Like I want to see some late year like 3-way divisional battles, but it's just not happening. Both those teams blow.
To be honest,
Yep.
if Stafford's healthy and he can play the rest of the year, we actually have a pretty easy schedule the next like 7 games. I mean, they could win a couple.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? There's no wild
Nothing.
card spot waiting for you. There's no
Not for
division
us.
waiting for you. So Stafford can do whatever the hell he wants for the rest of the season. It really doesn't matter.
You're right. We should probably just sit him.
Just tank. Just tank.
Doesn't the fucker got a broken back?
Yeah.
Just rest him. Who cares?
I think we should get
Packers
go for
bounced
the first
back.
pick. Yeah, they look good.
And that Panthers team is good. Kyle
Yeah.
Allen's good. They got a nice little squad, man. But
Even without Cam, they're
yeah,
still pretty good.
But they played well. Aaron Rodgers back to Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know if like people see something that I don't see that puts a little extra confidence in the Packers, but anytime I watch them, I still am like on edge about everything. Like I don't know if I'm just holding too high a standard for them, but I think their offensive line is average, below average, and their defense is definitely below average.
Yeah, their defense has just been like we've talked
What
about a few times now. Like there's so many if it's the zone scheme, whatever, but there's always holes in the defense, man. And I don't know. They gotta figure that out. But what gives me hope as a fan is just you got Aaron Rodgers, bro.
That's all
And
you
our
need.
run game is pretty decent. We got 2 pretty decent running backs at this point. We got Devontae Adams back. You have Aaron Rodgers. I mean, what more could you want?
You
That's
need
it.
receivers to get open is what
Hey,
you want.
you know what's crazy is these receivers they've been getting the job done, man. These fucking 3 undrafted free agents, they've been getting the job done.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers still holds onto the ball way too long.
I mean,
Do they have any?
listen,
do they have?
they're 8
Hey,
and
do they have
2.
injuries on the offensive line?
I'm not.
Balaga's a walking band-aid. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I know I don't like is the penalties by both Balaga and who's the other hired
Bakhtiari?
tier. Yeah, those two have had quite a few penalties this year. I don't know the exact stats on that, but I feel like every game they're getting called for a lot of shit, which you don't want your top 2 linemen to be doing, obviously. So just clean little things up like that. But they're 8 and 2, man. I don't know. They're doing
look
all
good.
right. It's gonna be okay. They're gonna
Hey,
win the
does it-
division. They're gonna win the
does-
Super Bowl. It really doesn't matter.
Hey, does anybody know like what they are as far as like their defense? What are they ranked or? Any, like,
Probably
idea?
top 3, top 4. You know, One
Last
of the
time you said
one
that,
of the better
come on,
defenses in the league.
man.
Nah, they were. I mean, they were like 22nd in the league last time we had talked. So now, I mean, they're probably 26, 28. I don't know.
They're that
I'll
low.
look it up.
I have no
I'm
idea.
Google. I'm googling that
They're
shit
somewhere mid
currently.
20s right now.
I'd actually be interested to know.
I mean,
I'd
either
say-
way, we got to keep
I'd
winning
say
games.
23rd.
Got a big matchup. They got a bye week this week, but we got a big matchup coming against the Niners, who lost last night in a
And they're gonna
Called that
kick
one, too.
Green
in a
Bay's
great game. You
ass.
did call that game. Mike, on the other hand, wasn't so lucky with his pick. He
It
had
could have been.
No, I
There's
he had the
was.
Niners by 50, pretty close, but
I cut back a little bit.
oh yeah, 30.
30. Yeah.
Yeah,
30.
yeah, really close. But that was probably one of the better games I've watched in a while. Just
Just about to
craziness.
say. Yep.
Back and forth. You got
Poor
the rookie
kicker.
kicker coming in. Robbie Gould is hurt. They pick up this rookie kicker midweek. He has to kick the game winner, and he just boots it into the tunnel, far left as you could possibly boot it.
You know what? They wouldn't be there if it wasn't for him, though. Anyways.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
had ice in his veins for that first one.
yeah. I tweeted that out though. I was like, man, this rookie kicker's gonna have to come out and do this. Good luck. And sure shit, he just fucking. I mean, it didn't even look like an NFL kick. He just.
I thought it got blocked. It was so bad.
Yeah, it was terrible. But I mean, imagine being in that atmosphere. It's just crazy. And he hadn't
Packers
had
have-
one attempt in overtime in college or the NFL.
That's
Packers
crazy to
have the
me.
28th
Mhm.
ranked defense.
You're reading that wrong. It has to be. I think they're like 3
This
or
is
4.
NFL.com.
What is it?
NFL.com.
No,
No,
what's
the
the
ranking.
rank?
Oh.
It's NFL.com, Parker. Jesus
I
Christ.
knew he was
That's
gonna
the
say
rank.
that too. I knew he was gonna say that.
That's the rank.
Spell that out for me.
28th.
I said 23rd. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But you got Aaron Rodgers. So fuck it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Rack
Yeah.
up the points because we're going to come back down and score on you anyway.
Most likely.
Just, do you
we're gonna
still
fix-
believe in Matt Patricia?
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I do. Give him some time.
Yeah.
He believes in aliens, so I mean, I think he's legit.
What are you guys missing? What's exactly the problem? Because I feel like the Lions are better
Dylan,
this
we've
year.
been.
No, I
Nobody
get it.
fucking knows. No, for real, man. Like
We've been talking about
we've
this
been
for a
saying
fucking
this
decade or two.
I'm not even kidding. Over a decade. But what are they missing? We get Calvin Johnson. He said, "Fuck this."
He would rather not play football
Yeah.
ever again.
Yeah, he said he had to smoke weed after every single game because he was in so much pain.
I mean,
Which-
I feel like they have a better team this year than they have had in previous years.
No, that's true.
we
They
said
do.
that.
So what's missing now?
They can't. They
What
can't
would-
stay. Go ahead.
What would you take right now? What would you do you need a new quarterback? Do you need a new defensive piece? What is it?
No, I don't, we don't need any of that. We need our running back. our star running back can stay healthy. That would help.
We don't need any of that actually. We don't care. We don't want any of that. Just a
Well, I
running
mean,
back.
we get rid of.
There's no way a
we
running
got
back is
rid
your
of
only
Doug
problem.
Johnson?
Diggs.
No, I just mean injuries in general. I mean, Darius Slay's been hurt. Stafford's been playing with a broken back. Just I could go on forever. The offensive line haven't played a full game together. Our running back has been hurt.
So just nothing lining up for you.
No.
Trash.
I had hope in him, man, but yeah, see you at the bottom of the NFC North, pal.
Trash.
You and the Bears can fight out who's going to be the shittier team.
If Stafford
Hopefully-
played, we would not have
Hopefully
lost to the
hopefully the Bears are better, so we can get a better draft pick.
I mean, at
I
this
mean,
point, yeah, you want to hope for that, honestly.
Yeah.
As long as, I mean, for a Lions fan, you always keep your expectations low, so you're never disappointed, right?
Exactly.
And then also in the NFC North, Vikings beat the Cowboys, which I didn't see coming. I think Mike might have called that.
I think Mike did call that. I took the
Yeah,
Cowboys.
I did.
I took the Cowboys as well. Pretty crazy. That was a good game too.
That was a good game.
So
Didn't
good-
watch a second of it.
Cowboys had a chance there at the end.
It was a
all
really
I
good
know-
game, man. Sunday night and Monday night, just back-to-back bangers.
All I
Yeah.
know is that my money, like my bigger money league for fantasy, was riding on Amari Cooper in the last minute, like the last minutes of the
Yeah.
game, not catching a ball, and then lo and behold, he
I mean, he had
fucking catches the ball.
147 yards, 11 receptions, and a TD. Like, he balled out.
Yeah.
Dak threw for fucking 397 yards. Doing the damn thing, trying to earn that paycheck in the offseason. Looking forward in the division, Lions play the Cowboys this week. Speak of the Cowboys, that should be a fun one at Ford Field.
How about
I actually
them
think that'll be a
Cowboys?
good game.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I do because Stafford.
Mhm.
I just think they'll play better.
Is
They
Stafford
always
coming
do.
back this week?
I don't know. I hope so.
Lions coming out with the dub.
I'm gonna pull a mic here, and I say the
No.
Cowboys win by 50.
Come
Okay.
on now.
Bro, you lost to the Bears. I don't want to hear shit.
I'll bet you. I'll put money on that Detroit wins by a field goal.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
Really?
There's
Yep.
no way you guys are all going Lions on this one.
I'm not going
Bro,
Lions.
the
but I think they'll
Cowboys,
get-
the Cowboys lose to some sorry ass teams though too. They play like
Exactly.
shit
Did lose to the
sometimes.
Jets.
Yeah, they play like shit sometimes. So let's not act like the
Jets.
Lions are that bad.
I mean, I don't know, Park. I think they are. Especially if you don't have Stafford. You guys are fucked, man. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm
no, I
taking the
agree.
Cowboys.
If we don't have Stafford, yeah,
I'm taking
yeah.
the Cowboys by
If
30. in that
Stafford
one.
doesn't play, we're not gonna win.
Without
And-
him, it's pretty
okay,
rough.
So with that Bears game, the entire week leading up to that Bears game, they thought Stafford was going to play, and then what? Like that morning, they're like, "Nah, we're going to sit him." So,
That's-
so the
okay.
a team's entire game plan leading up to that game is for Stafford, and then all of a sudden, some dude who's not Matt Stafford goes in, and they're just like, "Well, go
Field
out there
day.
and try not to die, kid." Like,
Where
Well,
did
they're
where
actually
did he
being
go to
inve-
college?
They're being investigated for that.
Driscoll sounds familiar. I don't remember. I can't
Yeah,
look
I
up
was
her
wondering
name.
that too.
well,
Know your name. You guys could look that up. Then looking forward, Bears have the Rams this weekend. I mean, I think I have the Rams by a couple TDs in that one. Even though they haven't been playing up to their potential, but
Yeah, they haven't.
I'll still take them in that.
Florida.
Oh yeah,
Jeff Driscoll went to
Yep.
Florida.
Yep, quarterback for Florida.
Okay.
Florida. Broncos, Vikings. You know, I don't think anybody really cares about the Vikings in here, but I mentioned them just because they're in the NFC North anyway.
Plus, they're playing the Broncos.
Yeah,
so.
I got Vikings in that one. That should be pretty. I think it'll be a good game, but Vikings will take it out.
Broncos play some teams pretty tough.
Yeah, they do. They played the Bears and I'm pretty sure the Packers tough.
Vikings.
Still, yeah.
I think the Bears beat the Broncos. Yeah, that's what. But yeah,
Who's quarterbacking the Broncos now?
Joe
John
Flacco.
Elway's horse teeth.
I
Flacco's
thought Joe
hurt.
Flacco like
Did he get
yeah.
hurt or something? I haven't been keeping up with
He's
it. I
hurt.
mean, who keeps up with the fucking Denver Broncos? So
he
who
has
is
a
it?
Nick
herniated disc in his neck. He has that Peyton Manning injury.
Brandon Allen will start at QB for whoever that is.
Oh,
Shout out to
wow.
Brandon Allen.
Good luck.
Wait, hold on.
Fucking sucks to suck.
Drew Lock. I don't know. Who knows who's starting for them? Who really cares? They're dead last in the AFC West. They suck.
Everybody's just gonna chow down an edible before the game, so who really cares?
So that's the NFC North preview for the week. I'm trying to see if there's any good games. Packers on a bye. Yeah, not really any other. Texans, Ravens. That might be a good game. Two top teams in the AFC, but that's about it.
Two probably top three quarterbacks in the league right now: Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah. So that's a great matchup. I didn't even think about quarterback wise. Both of those guys just balling. Deshaun Watson
Lamar
could have been a
Jackson-
Chicago Bear, but now he's not.
Like Lamar might be MVP.
Oh, he's got to be the front runner. Him and Russell Wilson for MVP for sure.
Yeah, I say Russ is up there too.
The game Russ had, and he threw a pick in overtime, but that was his second pick of the year, and they still come out and win the game. Like the things he's
He
doing with
only
that
threw
team
for
is
like
crazy.
155 yards. I'm gonna be that negative guy.
Did you see the plays he made though?
Yeah, I'm just
Scrambling,
playing.
3rd and 16, scrambling, throwing it down the field.
Yeah,
like,
that
he's
3rd and
crazy.
16 was nice.
He's the man, and I said earlier
He
in
is.
a podcast that I'll never doubt him again. Like he's just that dude now.
Slippery
that's-
fucker.
dude.
That's that for our NFL coverage here at Views from the 906. Something big that came out today, Disney Plus. Not sure if we have any Disney fans out there, but I've been
course.
binging Hannah Montana since 9 a.m. when it came out. So I actually haven't, but there's just a lot of good shit on there, man. Like all the old movies, because they took them all off Netflix and all the other streaming platforms because Disney was making theirs. So things like, you know, I can't even name any right now. Just all the Disney movies and shows you could ever want.
All
Think of
Disney
all the-
products.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like
Yep.
all the Avengers movies are on there, all that.
Yep. Star Wars.
And it's just like a clean app too. Like it just looks good, man. Good for them.
Is it smooth?
much
Is,
is
is
it?
it good?
Oh yeah, it's great. I was watching
it
The
as
Lion
much as,
King
like,
a little while ago.
Netflix?
It's $6.99 a month. Seven-day free trial. Shout out to Disney. Thanks for the 7 days. Like who's gonna do anything with 7 days? Give it a month trial at least.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel with like my Sling TV. They gave me like what was it, like a 3-day trial? Like what the fuck? It doesn't
Yeah, here you
matter.
go.
Like
48 hours for your ass. Go ahead and
yeah,
watch all the shows you want.
you're still gonna charge me $29.95 at the end of the month. Who gives a shit?
Well, I had seen on Twitter a while ago, probably like 2-3 months ago now, that they were gonna bundle Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, because it's Disney owns ESPN. So
Yeah.
I had seen that they were gonna
Disney owns
bundle everything
everything.
that Disney owns, like all their apps and stuff, into one payment, which would be nice. But I don't think that's how it went. So I don't know. But $6.99, not bad.
Honestly, with all the streaming platforms out there, how don't you have more bundles?
Yeah, exactly. I don't. I mean, well, they're all against each other, you know. So
Then buy fucking cable. Like,
no, I'd rather pay for all of them, honestly. I mean, I don't really
cable
know anybody who
providers
uses like
have.
Hulu or anything. Who uses Hulu?
I do.
You're a freak.
I
Do you
do
watch like
too.
Ballers or something? I don't understand. What do you have Hulu for?
To watch all the South Park and Family Guy
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
that's a tight move. That's a tight move.
Like,
and Power.
that Power's a good show.
I can't stand Tommy sometimes. His acting is terrible. I like the
You don't
show,
like him?
but no, I like the show. I like him. Like sometimes I can take him in doses. Like if I binge watch and like when I started watching it, I started last summer and I had to take a break because some of his acting is terrible.
I've never seen an episode of Power.
I have to
like
take
it.
Bob's Burgers in doses too. Like, I love Bob's Burgers, but sometimes those fucking kids just get right on my nerves, and I can't take it. I can't take it. They
Like
just
they're
do the
your own
dumbest.
kids.
Yeah, they just do the dumbest shit, and they say the stupidest things. And I'm just like, I just gotta turn it off for like a day or two, and then go back to it. I
Dude,
don't
did
know what would
anybody keep
happen if
HBO after
I
Game
have
of Thrones?
HBO.
You kept it.
Yep.
What do you watch on there?
Nothing. I'm just getting charged for it.
You and I'm sure like hundreds of thousands of other people who watched the shit out of Game of Thrones or just whatever and
I don't know.
never watched anything again. Wait, is
My girl was
Ballers
watching.
is on HBO, right?
Yeah,
I said Hulu. Yeah, Ballers on HBO.
my girl watches a couple shows on there, but that's about it.
They actually, from what I heard, they have that Chernobyl show on there. That sounded pretty
I
good.
heard that was good.
Yeah, everybody was really hyped about that.
Oh,
But
I
it's
was
like
watching.
$16 a month. And you could fuck yourself.
I was watching Deadwood for a while. Not Deadwood, Westworld.
Oh yeah. I watched a few episodes of that. I just couldn't get into it.
Some
You know,
Is it
trippy
it's a
shit,
good?
good
man.
ass show. You guys gotta watch The Godfather of Harlem with Forrest Whitaker.
That looked like a flame ass movie.
On what
It's a
platform?
show.
It's a
It's a true
show.
story. It's a show. It's a true story about the guy who Frank Lucas was. He was Frank Lucas was his protege.
What?
Big yeah. His name, what was his name? Like big I don't know. I just started watching it like 4 or 5 episodes. It's awesome.
What is it on?
Stars.
Oh wow, yeah, another app. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, if you're not Disney Plus or Netflix at this point, you could probably
It's
suck my ass.
it's based on Bumpy Johnson. Look him up. It's a
Bumpy
good show.
Johnson. Who the fuck?
Yeah.
You better go
The
get
dude
that
did
checked
like
out.
he did like 10 years in Alcatraz and shit. I mean, it's based on a true story and it's a show. It's fucking sweet.
Shout out to Bumpy Johnson.
I watched
Bumpy
it. I watched it.
Johnson.
You're
Got
talking about Netflix, Dylan. There's a movie with Eddie Murphy, Call Me Dolomite.
That's a good.
78-year-old Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, such a good movie.
It is good.
Dolomite. I'll check it out. Probably not. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna check it out, but I'm probably never gonna check it out.
It's another true story.
Yeah.
Um,
Bro, I want to watch the actual movie. I saw clips of it.
Yeah.
I was gonna start watching. It looks terrible, but I want to see it.
Oh, yo. Speaking of movies, have you guys seen the trailer for? I think it's called Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler.
No.
You haven't seen
No.
the trailer
Mm.
for that? He plays like this. I mean, basically like a drama role. Like, I guess I don't really know the whole thing of it, but they're dealing with like banks and jewelers and stuff. But he plays like a serious role, and people were like worried about it. But apparently, he killed that shit. So I want to watch that one. I don't think it's out in theaters yet, but I had seen an article today saying that when Adam Sandler went to NYU, his acting teacher, coach, whatever it was, told him to fucking quit. He said, "Yeah, you should probably find something else to do in life." When Adam's like, young 20s or just whatever. And now, just looking at that and seeing who Adam Sandler is, that shit's crazy to me. your
Mhm.
acting teacher, I don't know if it was coach or teacher, but just said, "Yo, this probably isn't for you," and you
Just
go on to
makes
be one of the biggest stars ever.
Yeah, he makes a majority of his living just talking gibberish. Ahooba-dooba-dooba, aliba-dooba.
And I
Stop
love it.
staring at me, Schwan.
But it's just crazy, man. This guy who's teaching you how to act told you to quit, and he just comes through. Sure, he does a lot of comedy and whatever. You can say whatever you want about him, but he did the damn thing, and that's inspiring to me. That's some
I'm
inspirational
not
shit.
taking anything away from him. His movies are fucking fire.
Oh yeah, of course. He's a legend forever. It's just crazy how and I'm sure there's a million stories out there with famous people like that. People tell them to quit, whatever. But man, shit like that just gets my blood pumping, man. When someone tells you to fucking quit and now you look back 30 years later and you're the fucking man, it's nuts.
Like Massey Williams, the girl who played Arya in Game of Thrones, was just like, she was so young when she took that role that her mom had to like force her to show up to this audition because she just wanted to do little kid shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, how old is she at that point? Like 13, 14?
Probably younger.
Yeah, honestly. And the show
Now she's
lasts,
got
I don't know how long it
millions.
lasts, maybe like 9 years though. They had 8 seasons
Yeah.
over the span of however long. And
8
they all look
seasons,
different.
probably over 10 years.
It's like Harry Potter, bro. You see them in the final movie from the beginning, like they're completely different people.
Mike, your
Yeah,
grandma
that's
took us to
crazy.
see the first Harry Potter, remember?
Yeah, dude, my grandma took me to see like the first 3.
Yeah.
That's a legit
Shout out to-
series, man. People be hating
Shout
on.
out to my gram.
Shout out to Graham.
Graham.
Shout out to all the grandmas out there holding it
Hell
down.
My grandma
yeah.
just turned like 92 the other day, man.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's
Good old
crazy, man.
Graham.
People think about like getting old and like how shitty it starts to get as you get older. But man, you know how many people die before they turn 18 or die before they hit 25, die before they hit 40? Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. To stay around for 92 years, she's seen some shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's my sister's grandpa was in World War II. He died when he was 92.
Shout
Not
out to
saying
him.
not saying that your grandma's gonna die, Park, because God forbid.
Oh, okay. I'll tell Mom that.
Go ahead and put that into the universe. Wow, thanks, Mike. What the fuck?
I said not. I hope she doesn't.
I mean, you could have just went without saying anything about it, but it's all good, man. But
I
yeah,
feel
man,
as
it's,
if it
I
had to be
appreciate
said.
it.
I mean, people, I just don't live in that mindset, man. Like, my birthday's coming up in December, and to me, and I put this out on Twitter probably every single year on my birthday. Like, it's honestly, it's just great to live another year, man. Like, so many people have not lived to be 26. So I consider
Mhm.
myself fucking lucky, man.
Well, 1 year after that, you can join the 27 Club.
What happens in the 27 Club?
That's when a bunch of famous people died, like Jimi Hendrix and Kurt
What
Cobain.
is
and
your
Jim
problem,
Morrison.
bro? What the fuck? This guy just talking nothing but death. Like, what the hell?
Just saying. I mean, you
Wow,
could
negative
be in
Nancy
some
over
pretty
here.
famous company.
Just go ahead and put everything into the fucking universe, man. We're just gonna manifest my 27-year-old fucking demise.
Hopefully
I
I
don't
don't
know.
die this year.
I mean,
Hopefully
all right.
not.
Let's stop talking about each other dying, bro. What the fuck? How did we get here, man?
You started
Well,
it.
that's another
Yeah,
thing me and
you
Mike
started it.
Another thing me and Mike were talking about before you guys had joined up was just about life in general and how it really doesn't matter. Like, even when like you can do all the shit you want or you can worry about all the shit you want, but at some point it's your time, man. And what happens when you leave? Absolutely nothing. So all the shit you've been worrying about, all the shit you've been trying to do, and like, cool, do it for you, but at the end of the day, who really gives a fuck? 100 years from now, people aren't even gonna know who the fuck you were.
Nobody gives it exact. I mean, the world keeps spinning, man. No, the world doesn't. Yeah,
How
I
many?
hate to break
world
it.
don't
I hate
stop
to
for
break
you.
it to you, but you're gonna be forgotten.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
All of us. How many times today did you think about somebody who lived in 1980? Did you think once about anybody who was alive back then?
Yeah,
Nope.
No, you didn't. Fuck off.
my dad was alive in 1980.
Oh,
You fucking asshole.
Come on, bro. What the
Yo,
fuck?
that was dark, bro.
I-
I'm just playing.
I get it. Okay, I didn't mean like that though. Come on, bro. I'm just saying, or just like think about some random person like from Oregon's life. Like, nobody's gonna give a shit. Nobody's gonna know who Parker Miller is in fucking 100 years. No disrespect, but
Well, I mean, we were just talking. I mean, I was talking about different strokes, so I guess I was thinking about Todd Bridges. That's his name, Todd Bridges, and Gary Coleman from Different Strokes.
wow, wrapped
Todd
it
Bridges.
full
Oh.
circle.
Todd Bridges was Willis. What you talking about, Willis? You know that guy? That was Gary Coleman who said that, but Todd Bridges was the one he was talking to.
And you just thought of that right now. That's incredible
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep. The
Wow.
mental logistics came full circle, and I thank my brain for that.
Justin, what's on the schedule as well as far as fights?
There's some
I
shit.
know the
There's something
Joshua
this.
fight's coming up, the Fury fight's coming up.
Yeah, there's
Wait,
a UFC this weekend. I just I can't for the life of me remember what it was.
What
It's
at what
not.
time? Like 4 in the morning?
on Friday.
It's I don't know. It's not a good card though. I can tell you that.
I'm sick of these UFC fights happening middle of the goddamn day.
11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, it's
I
because
mean, if it
they've been going overseas the last little while here.
Mhm.
They'll be back. They'll be back normal though the next little while here.
dumb.
Oh, it's
Who wants to
Blachowicz
go to
and
Russia?
Jacare.
There you go. Yeah,
But you know
that's
what
the
is
one.
coming up is fucking UFC 245. It's not for like another
Mm.
month, but bro, that card is stacked. Usman,
I can't
Covington
wait.
up top, Holloway, Volkanovski, Amanda Nunes, Jermaine Durandamy, Marlon Moraes, Jose Aldo, and then Peter Yan versus Uriah Faber. That main card is stacked. And you got Mike Perry on the card.
I can't wait.
I love Mike Perry.
And
Bro,
Matt
Kobe
Brown.
Covington makes me laugh so much when he talks
Oh, I know.
shit.
Me too. I love
Bro,
it.
he's so fucking funny. He was telling Usman how he's a boring ass fighter and shit like that. Who have you knocked out? He's a bunch of bums. It's
Snoozman.
fucking
Marty
snooze,
Fake
man.
Newsman.
Jessica I, didn't she just recently fight for a title?
She got killed by Shevchenko.
Yeah, now she's on the early prelims, the second fight of the entire card.
Life
Enjoy
comes at you
that.
fast, man.
I mean, not shitting on her, but that just means like how stacked of a card it is, man. From top to bottom, just bangers. I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
You know
that's
who
a
I
good
hate
card.
is Zabit's ugly ass. That motherfucker, his face makes me so
Abe
mad.
Lincoln?
He's so goddamn ugly, yes.
actually-
Relax,
ugly.
man. Jesus.
He actually didn't look that
So-
good.
No,
He didn't look that good this weekend.
He didn't.
No, if there were 2 more rounds, it would have gotten scary for him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If that was a 5-round fight, he would have lost.
He would have, because he was, yeah, towards the end there.
Was it not a 5
I
round
thought
fight?
I thought Greg Hardy looked.
No.
I think Greg Hardy will be all right. I knew we were talking about that before, but I mean he really didn't look that bad. Like I
He
mean he
held his
lasted
own.
the whole fight. Yeah,
He looked fine. Yeah.
the other
His
dudes had what
post-fight interview was sad, though.
30 some pro fights.
Well,
40.
also, I mean, thinking on the other side, and I heard Schaub talk about this, is just like, how much time do you give him, though? You know, he's 31 already. He's obviously not ready for
Mhm.
these top 10 contenders. What do you do with him, man? Are you just going to keep working him up until he's 35 and then hope he gets a title shot somewhere or like breaks his way into the top 10?
Probably another year.
Another year or two,
That's-
maybe?
yeah.
I don't know. Because
Yeah,
that just showed like
I'd
he
say
held his
about-
own, but he's just not ready for that kind of competition. And Volkov isn't by any means like he's not going to be a heavyweight champ.
no, hell no.
He's still top 5. He was
Yeah.
top 8 before he got knocked out by
Yeah.
Derek Lewis.
Yeah, and that's true, but I don't know, man. Like the bottom line is Greg Hardy has a long way to go. He looked good, he looked decent, but it's just not going to cut it in the UFC.
He'll make a little bit of money fighting, but
Yeah.
he won't do any like big time
But
accolades.
Does he become a top 5 fighter?
No,
No.
Ever?
I don't think so.
Yeah, like in the hit.
I would
in
say
his
top
time in the
10,
UFC.
maybe.
No.
Yeah,
Because look how many
Top 10
look how
maybe.
many
Top
fighters
10 maybe.
Well, in the heavyweight
look how many
division.
fighters UFC has.
Yeah.
And he
gotta
brings
be
money
honest-
to a card because of his Pro Bowl and his name and everything. So they're gonna give him a little bit of a chance. I mean, they get rid of guys real quick too that have winning records. But like you said, I mean, are they gonna win? Are they gonna be a contender for top 5, 10? You know, probably not.
Top 10 in the
I mean,
heavyweight
as-
division isn't going to be. I don't think that's going to be the hardest thing to achieve for him. But I don't see him being. I don't see him ever getting a title shot.
I think maybe like
No.
his next fight that he's booked in, if he doesn't win, we'll start seeing a lot less of him. But if he can make it to at least a decision, like a split decision, even a loss, then they'll probably keep booking him the way that they are just because of his notoriety.
I mean, he fought.
But
he
you
fought
can
5
only go
times
so
here.
far off your name.
Yeah, he fought 5
Fought
times this
5
year.
times. Got
a
DQ'd
lot
for the
for a heavyweight.
inhaler. Well, not I think it's a no contest, and then he's 2-2 in the other ones. So I mean, we'll see. He has a lot of room to grow, but at 31, I mean, it's time to get it cracking. So collect your paychecks and do what you can, but that's about it for that.
He'll be okay.
What else is coming up here? Is anybody excited for the Joshua fight? Like, I really don't even care, honestly.
Nope, don't
Yeah,
care.
I want to see that. I want to see it.
Well, yeah, it has a little more interest because Ruiz beat him, so it makes it interesting. But
I'm
I
excited.
like Deontay
And-
Wilder's my dude.
that's the fight. I was gonna say Fury earlier, but the Wilder fight's coming up, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
23rd. Wilder
is-
Ortiz too.
Which is 2 weeks from now,
You know?
or no, next weekend. Not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after.
It's just amazing. He started boxing at 18 years old, went to the Olympics. Like, that's fucking not heard of.
Wait, when did he go to the Olympics? At 18 or like
No, I
shortly
I
after?
think he went a couple years after, yeah.
Still crazy.
But
22?
still. He was like 20 or 21, I think.
And how old is he now? Like 28?
Like 32, 31?
So maybe like 2 Olympic cycles ago, 2 Summer Olympics ago, he was in the
Yeah.
games?
But we're talking about Fury.
Deontay Wilder.
Oh, Wilder. I keep thinking of Fury for some reason, man. I just don't know.
You
What's
want, is
They're
that
two totally
is that why
different shades of people?
from
You
2
don't
totally
say,
different
huh?
countries?
You don't fucking say.
Oh,
Thanks,
he's
Park.
34. He's 34 years old.
He won a medal. That's why they call him the Bronze Bomber.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
I think everyone would be
2008.
fine with seeing, and I think hopefully that's what's next. They keep saying in 2020 the Fury and Wilder rematch. That's a dope fight. And then
Mhm.
if old boy beats Ruiz, can't think of his name anymore either. But if he beats Ruiz, then he gets put into that conversation too. And
Joshua.
it's
I'm-
Joshua. It's cross promotion and all, but I mean that's the fight that people want. They want that
That's-
that
yeah.
3-way fuck fest between those three guys.
That's a fight I
But
want.
so say Ruiz beats Joshua. Ruiz is obviously going to want to go after Fury, Or
it
may-
just
or
gets
maybe-
dicey, bro.
maybe Wilder, because Wilder has a belt, right?
Battle of the Dad Bods.
Yeah.
So then you
Wilder
have.
does.
So yeah, he's going to want to go after Wilder to become the undisputed champ.
Ruiz
Which-
doing the damn thing. Do you think he beats Joshua?
He's got a
Again?
chance.
Oh, man.
I don't think
Yeah,
so,
he does.
bro.
He has a chance.
I don't think so. I think Joshua's gonna come in like sure shit, like sharp as a
Wasn't-
knife, and just take care of
Wasn't
business.
Joshua hurt?
No.
Wasn't that they saying that? I thought they were saying that his dad was pissed and yelling at the coach because I thought that Joshua was hurt that fight. I swear to God, I heard or read something like that.
No, yeah.
Probably
Joshua's
just
dad
trying to
was.
save face.
No, Joshua's dad was pissed about something. I just don't remember what it was now.
Probably at Anthony Joshua and like how shitty he looked.
No, he was mad. He was mad that the fight even happened. I forget why though.
I mean,
I'll
either
have to look
way,
it up.
you took the L. It sucks, but he has his chance at redemption, and I think he'll come ready for that.
Well,
Better
didn't he
put
take
money
the
on
fight
it,
on
I'd
short
take it.
notice?
Yeah, because
Uh-huh.
that wasn't. Yeah, that was a replacement.
Ruiz
Yeah.
took this
It
fight.
looks
on
like
short
Ruiz
notice.
takes every fight on
Yeah.
short notice.
Ruiz was.
Yeah,
Doesn't look
I
like that
see
guy
that.
trained a day in his life,
Pillsbury Doughboy.
but he does the damn thing, and I respect that.
He's the first Mexican heavyweight champion.
He's like DC,
Yeah.
bro. Like you don't have to have the all-American body to get the job done.
You don't have to look like Joshua.
Guys like Roy Nelson, just doing the damn thing. Big bodied, got the beer belly out the front, mohawk out the back. Not mohawk, a fucking mullet.
No, Mohawk.
Yeah, Roy Nelson rocking a mohawk.
Don't ever disrespect him like that again. It's a mullet, not
Yeah,
a
and
mohawk.
and it's great, and I cherish that, and I want a fucking mullet. But I'm 20. I'm gonna be 26 years old. Can I really get a mullet?
No.
Andrew Ruiz, he's an Olympian.
Yeah.
I love how you called him Andrew. Andrew Ruiz.
No, I said Andy.
Oh, I thought you said Andrew.
Don't put words in my mouth.
You definitely said Andrew. I'm gonna run
You
this
trying
back.
to gentrify him?
I know you said Andrew, which is fine because that's probably his name.
No, his real name is Andres.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you definitely didn't say Andrew then. My bad. And that's that. Did you guys see the Adesanya interviews by chance on Rogan and or Below the Belt with Shab?
I'm in the middle of the Rogan one right now. And
Yeah, me
I
too.
saw the Schaub one. Yeah.
Just great content. That guy's insane, man.
Mhm.
He's such a good interview.
Yeah. And just the insight he gives on he was talking about with Whitaker and how just the mental warfare of it, how he broke that down was just incredible to me. And also the people, and he wanted to fight John Jones, and that's what Schaub had said. When you stand next to Adesanya, like he's a big dude, and Schaub said that, hey, like this John Jones fight could be a real thing in like a year or two.
Yeah, people don't realize how big actually is
Yeah.
because he looks so scrawny.
Well, right now, he said he weighed
He's
like
like
203 right
6'4".
now,
Yeah,
but he could obviously gain weight for that fight. But just his stature, his size as a person, and like Schaub said, his hands were super big. He just has that body type to put on some weight and actually be competitive in that fight.
for sure. I think they should wait a little bit on that, but I do want to see it though eventually.
I mean, it scared me watching Thiago. What's his name? Santos.
Santos.
Yeah,
If he didn't completely rip his whole knee out, he could have probably. I mean,
He had a chance
it
in that
was looking
fight.
scary. It
Yeah.
was looking scary, dude. It was. I mean, this is the thing. You can only be the biggest, baddest dude for so long. At some point, somebody is gonna be that night bigger and badder. At some point, he's gonna lose. It's only a matter of time. I promise you. Unless he like Floyd Mayweather retires before anything happens, but I think he likes fighting too much. He's gonna lose at some point.
You think so? I mean, I think it's easy to
Yep.
say that, and like, I don't know though. You just never with John Jones. You just never know because right now, and the people he's fighting, he's still levels ahead of that light heavyweight division.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I mean, even if he does lose, it's gonna be a while. I think we're gonna see John hold that belt for another couple of years at least.
No, for sure. I'm just saying, like, when I mean,
Hey,
yeah, you never know.
when he's
Mm.
fucking 40 and loses, then we can run that back. I don't know though. He just looks so much better than everybody else he's fought. I had hope in Chris Weidman and Luke Rockhold, but they both got knocked
yeah,
out in
me
that
too.
division.
I fucking hate the Luke Rockhold. I don't know why. I can't remember what he did a while ago. I just don't like. He just brings that. He's just super fucking cocky and then gets knocked
That's
out.
why
I
you don't
thought it
like
was
him.
Yeah, he's
hilarious.
got that
That's why
statue
It
everybody
was
to him.
doesn't like him.
hilarious.
I fuck with it, bro.
He's super cocky.
You got that. You got that confidence, that cockiness. Just rock it. It's just who you are. Like I don't really give a fuck either way. Especially in the
I
fight
mean,
game. You know what I'm talking? You're fighting
you
another
gotta
grown
be.
man. Of course
Yeah,
you're
you
gonna be
have to
like that.
be,
You know what I'm
but
saying? It's a surprise to me that more fighters aren't like that.
mhm.
Where you can physically kill 99% of the people on the planet.
Yep.
So it is
That's
what
why
it
I was
is.
happy when freaking Bisping knocked him out. That was awesome.
Oh, that was the
So
that was short notice. Bisping getting the title fight, right?
Yep.
Knocks him out.
did he? That's when he won the title, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an
Bisping.
incredible story too, because he was like on a film set somewhere, got
Yeah,
the
he was
call.
shooting a movie.
What was it, like 2 weeks or was it less than that?
16 days, something like that.
For the world championship, bro, and he comes out and wins that bitch.
Did he
With the
really fight
left
with
hook.
one eye towards the end?
Yep.
I mean that's what he says, but I don't know.
Because somebody said they were talking like I can't remember who it was saying like how his eye, it was like googly eyed, and then all of a sudden one day it was fixed,
Yeah.
and that he had a fake eye in, and I don't know if I believe that. I know he obviously has a fake eye now, but
Well,
can
Dana
you
White had been
imagine
saying
fighting?
like, do you think the commission's really not going to notice a fake eye?
Right.
I honestly don't know because the commissions could be terrible for all I know and not really, it
Mm.
could just be a random physical checkup. I don't really know the depth that they go into, but I don't think he was fighting with a glass eye in, bro. What happens when you
That's what
get
I'm
punched in
saying.
the fucking
I don't.
eye?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that.
That can't
Yeah.
feel good.
I mean, maybe it is true. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem logical.
He's still a badass either way. I fuck with that.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And people love to give him shit for it, but like, I mean, he earned that shit. So I respect it. I think that's a good place to stop for this week. We will be back again next week. Again, as always, thank you all for the support. Make sure to follow the Twitter, Views from the 906. Repost on Facebook, comment on YouTube, do whatever you can. Spread the word about the podcast. We enjoy doing it every week, and we'll be here for the foreseeable future. So we appreciate it, guys, and we'll see you next week.